I'm Tyrone, Jameel, Haamid. I'm 59 years old, and I work as an entrepreneur in several industries: bioenergy, real estate development, and construction management. I first had an interest in mental health when I was a child. I was exposed to my mother being affected by a mental health issue, which was a nervous breakdown. In relations with my father, my mom, she had an event, and this event changed the course of our family and my life personally, because when she was being treated, she went to the hospital to be treated for this nervous breakdown, and they gave her medication, which had adverse side effects, and those side effects affected her for the rest of her life. And this is what my experience is as a young child and how it affected me and my family's mental health. My mom, she would go periods of time where she wasn't taking care of herself. She would go periods of time where maybe she wasn't combing her hair, or maybe she looked disheveled. She was always a very good mom, but she was neglecting her own care. And when I saw that as a child, I realized that something was wrong with her. That was really the first time that I saw how it affected her. Then after that, she started to maybe not eat, or maybe act erratic, have different outbursts, and that's the first time that I saw her being affected by this mental health issue. I wanted to learn more about what was affecting my mother. I was very curious, but also I was the oldest. So being the oldest of 4 children, I have a brother and 2 sisters. So I had to, basically take on a lot more responsibility. We were moved around from home to home. I think one of the major things was that my family, how my extended family acted to that. People were not sympathetic at that time. People had an adverse way of expressing their empathy. I think now there's a lot more empathy and a lot more understanding towards mental health. But when I was being raised in the 70s, there was not the kind of understanding that they have today. For me personally, I would say my toughest mental health battle has always been dealing with, I think, the memories of my mom's struggle. It's been an ongoing battle that I've had to deal with, because I recognize the signs of it, of that stress. And so I've been very, very, very fortunate to be able to pray and be able to have an outlet to relieve that stress. That stress comes every day. It comes every day in the form of being, a father, being a black man, sometimes not being able to make ends meet. I think those are the things that really affect us, especially as men, of not being able to meet our obligations. Outside of work, outside of school, if you're a family man, if you are a father, if you're a husband, you have these responsibilities that can, if you don't have an outlet, a positive outlet, in order to be able to deal with them, they can cause you a lot of stress, which will affect your mental health in a very, very, very trying manner. I think that when you lose money, you have to be able to put things in perspective. As an entrepreneur, you're going to have partners, and you may have associates that have their own agenda. So to me, coping means that I know I have the capacity to get it back. If I got it once, I can get it back. I've had several businesses where on my journey that have failed and went awry. I didn't hold my head down. I kept my head up. I kept looking for new opportunities. I had the skill set. I had the knowledge. It was just a matter of me keeping that hunger and keeping that drive and keeping my head up. I'm an avid person that exercises. I think exercise is probably one of the most important things. Prayer is one of the most important things. Always making a new plan for yourself. Always being able to reinvent yourself. Keep your head up. Keep your head up. As long as you're not easily shaken, and you have perseverance, and you have a plan, you can get back whatever you lost. Faith and belief play a role in everything. I know that It's never about the money. Money is just a tool. The only value I put in money is its usefulness to get me to the next deal or get me to the next resource that I need in order to be able to make my next business transaction happen. I put no value in it other than that. My plan is subject to God's plan. If my plan and God's plan is aligned, I know that that's when I'm in the right space.